Welcome back guys. Today we'll be cooking a curry that's very popular in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, so the South Asia region. It's known as Baingan Bharta. Baingan actually stands for eggplant or aubergine, whatever you may call it. It's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's very easy to cook. You can find all the ingredients in any grocery store. So let me show you the ingredients. A teaspoon of paprika powder, 2 teaspoons of salt, a teaspoon of crushed curry leaves, a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of chili powder. You'll need 2 eggplants, aubergines, you'll need 2 tomatoes, 3 potatoes, 2 onions, garlic clove, or instead of garlic, fresh garlic, you can use a frozen garlic cube, a crushed frozen ginger cube, 2 green chilies, a bullet chili is optional, coriander. So this is all the ingredients you'll need. Let's get to it. Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to get my chopping board, going to get a knife, and we're going to take the skins off the onions. So do that for both onions. Take the ends off first, and then you can dig in and take off the actual peeled entire skin off. Once you've taken off the skin, slice them in half. I use a food processor or a blender. You can, however, chop them and dice them into tiny cubes yourself, but I'm just going to use a food processor because that will just speed things up. The food processor that I will be using is the Murphy Richards one. Throw the onions into your food processor. And blend them well till they fully crush. Once your onions are blended well, they should look something like this. The next step would be to take a big pot or pan, whichever you'd be cooking in. Put the gas on slow, add oil. I would recommend 2 tablespoons. Empty your onions into your pot. Then you can add a cube of your garlic and a cube of your ginger. I would recommend to keep it on a medium gas. Keep stirring. You want the onions to go golden brown, and that's when you know you're ready for your next step. While you're waiting for your onions to go golden brown, till then we can move on to cutting the tomato. Cut them in little cubes. You can move your chopped tomatoes to a side and then move on to your green chilies. Once you've exposed of the ends of your chili on the either side, you cut them into finely chopped pieces and they will look as such. Once your onions have gone golden brown and your garlic and ginger has totally melted, then you can add in your fresh cut tomatoes and your green chilies. Mix the contents again for up to a minute. Once your tomatoes have gone soft and they've blended well with the rest of the ingredients, you can go to your plate of spices and start to add all those in. Once you've added your spices in, mix again for another 2 minutes, just so they're nicely mixed evenly. Your mixture should look something like this. While your mixture's cooking in low heat in the background, we're going to move on to cutting the aubergines. So first you're going to take off the ends, just expose of the green bit. Go directly in the middle You can even use baby aubergines if you like. I would recommend maybe using 5-6 of those. So slice your aubergines down the middle and cut into nice equal amounts of cubes. I would then take the aubergines and put them directly into the soupy mixture that we've created. Once you've added in your aubergines, it should look something like this. I've also added about 3 tablespoons of water just so the contents don't stick to the bottom of the pan, or you can even add a tablespoon of oil if you do feel like your soup is sticking to the bottom. So just carry on mixing for a minute or 2. Once the aubergines are cooking in the pot, we can move on to our 3 potatoes. We'll start off first by peeling off the skin. Once you've taken off the skin for all 3 potatoes, you can expose all the skin and then start to chop the potatoes. We're going to start by using the same techniques we did for the aubergine, so slice in the middle. Once you've chopped up your potatoes in half, chop it in half again, and then just start to cut across like this, and repeat that for all your potatoes. While your aubergines are cooking and we've cut all our potatoes, we can then move the potatoes into a bowl. You want to fill the bowl with water. We can then drain out the excess water. We can take a look at our aubergines 5 minutes later and they should look something like this within the soup. Just give them a good mix and now add in your potatoes that you've just drained. So add these straight in and then again mix them with the rest of the contents till they look something like this. So after you've stirred the potatoes, aubergine and the curry sauce for 5 minutes, you can move your pot to a smaller gas. Turn the heat to slow. Just give it one more mix and then you can put your lid on. You can leave that for 20 minutes now for the potatoes to go soft. But now that we've left it on the gas for 20 minutes, you can take it off the slow gas and switch it off. Your food should be ready. The potatoes should be soft now. Remember, it was only for 20 minutes. If you do it any longer, the potatoes can get mushy and you wouldn't want that. You still want them to be within its right shape. You get your wooden spoon. I'm using Typhoon. You can press against the potato with your back of your wooden spoon just to see if they are cooked, and these are ready now. So I think it's time to move it to the pot we'll be serving it in and start to garnish it. Now that I've taken the potato and aubergine curry and I've put it in the pot that I'm going to serve, now I'm going to garnish it with coriander. You can continue to garnish it with a bullet chilli. This is optional, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to use it just to make it much more appealing to the eye. For the bullet chilli for garnishing, you're going to cut the same way like you did with the other chilies, expose at the ends and slice all the way down, so it should give that nice circular shape. This dish can serve up to 8 people. Can give this with a side of bread, naan bread, pita bread, or you could even serve it with rice. But this is our final result, the gluten-free, vegan, aubergine potato curry. If you do like the end result, please give us a like and subscribe. Thank you.